let's go ahead and talk about the pelvis. Let's start with a posterior view of the pelvis. So the pelvis has the iliac crest, your ACIS, your ischial spine, and then you have your foramen that are formed by the ligaments we're about to talk about. So we have the greater sciatic foramen and the lesser sciatic foramen, which are formed by the sacrospinous ligament from the ischial spine, forming over to here with the sacrotuberous and ischial tuberosity you can see down there. Here's a side view that might elucidate it a little bit better. We have the sacrotuberous ligament and the sacrospinous ligament. As well, we have a good view of the obturator canal with the obturator, within the obturator foramen and that ligament right there. So now looking down into the pelvis, this is going to be anterior and this is going to be posterior. We can take a look at the pelvic floor muscles. So we can see the piriformis kind of cut away here just to remember that we have that there. And then we have coccygeus muscle. From there we have the levator ani, which is composed of iliococcygeus, pubococcygeus, and puborectalis. Obviously that's the urethra, the vagina, and the anus right there. Cutting, so this would be a top-down view. This would be a top-up view with a cutaway right here. We have the urogenital shelf, which right here we can see the levator ani is still somewhat exposed. Then as well we have the superficial transverse perineal muscle, not peritoneal but just perineal, the ischiocavernosus muscle, and the bulbospongiosis, excuse me. From there we can also view the vascularization and the various pouches that can be formed within the pelvis. So as far as the vascularization, we have our common iliac artery, which branches. By the way, this is a cutaway view. We can see the sacrum right here, and this is the pelvic floor right in here. So right here is going to be your piriformis muscle, and these are going to be your other diaphragm muscles. So you have your iliolumbar artery, which branches up off of the superior gluteal muscle. As well, you're also going to have your lateral sacral, which is going to come around and supply the sacrum with blood. You also have the inferior gluteal artery, the internal pudendal artery, which comes off that inferior gluteal artery. We also have the vesicular artery, which is going to also hit the bladder, and as well, it's going to hit any of the the uterus. Goodness, that took me forever. So that'll branch off a little bit off the vesicular, but you also have the obturator artery, which is going to dive in pretty soon after it comes and bifurcates off of the inferior gluteal artery. And then as well, you have the external iliac artery. From here, we also have these three spaces. So looking down into the pelvis, we have the rectum, the uterus, and the bladder. We have the retropubic space, obviously the pubic symphysis right behind that. Our bladder, and then our vesicouterine pouch, our uterus, our rectouterine pouch, and then the rectum.